We hear a lot in the world today about people quitting. Pastors are quitting the ministry. Connect group leaders don't want to be leaders anymore. Christian singers don't want to be Christian singers anymore. We hear a lot about quitting. Everybody wants to quit. But I want you to notice Paul was not a quitter, and neither are you. But there are 4 reasons that Paul teaches us that he was not a quitter. Now look with me in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1. Therefore, since God in his mercy has given us this new way, we never give up. Okay, we never give up. And then he says that a second time in our text, verse 16, this is why we never give up. So twice within 16 verses, Paul said, I'm not a quitter. I don't give up. Now in our text, we see 4 reasons for it. First of all, in verse 7, he said, we now have this light shining in our hearts, but we ourselves are like fragile clay jars containing this great treasure. This makes it clear that our great power is from God, not from ourselves. So Paul said, you know what? I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter in the hard times. I'm not a quitter when I go through difficult situations, because Paul would say there is a revelation that is revealed in the hard times. And that revelation that is revealed in the hard times is that we're not doing this on our own strength. And the world can see that, and the people who follow our leadership can see that. They see the hand of God. They see the grace of God. They see, as Paul says, that this great power is from God, not from ourselves. We're just like a fragile clay jar. So he said, all right, I don't quit. I don't give up. Because when I don't give up in the hard times, people see that this is God, that this is not a human thing. Secondly, he says, I'm not a quitter because I have faith. Verse 13. But we continue to preach because we have the same kind of faith the psalmist had when he said, I believed in God, so I spoke. When Christian singers quit their Christian and still want to sing, and they give up their faith and they're deconstructing their faith, it shows they don't have faith anymore. When preachers quit preaching, forgive me, they don't have the same kind of faith that the psalmist has anymore. The psalmist said, I believed in God, so I spoke. As pastors, as connect group leaders, we don't quit because we have faith in God. And because we believe in God, we speak. All right, so we don't quit because there's a revelation that this is the work of God and not just something that comes from a man in the hard times. We don't quit because we have faith. Thirdly, we don't quit because God is renewing our spirit. Verse 16 and 17. That is why we never give up. Though our bodies are dying, our spirits are being renewed every day. Our spirits are being renewed every day. He said, we don't quit because our spirit, man, every day we come into the presence of God. Every day we worship and pray and we study the word. Every day the Holy Spirit renews our spirit, man. You know, when people quit, what they're telling us is they're not having devotions. When people quit, what they're telling us is they're not spending time with Jesus every day. So Paul would say, you know what? I'm not a quitter because in the hard times, the people see a revelation that this is God, not man. Paul said, I'm not a quitter because I have faith. He said, thirdly, I'm not a quitter because God is renewing my spirit every day. And then fourthly, he would say, I'm not a quitter because I don't focus on my problems. Now look with me at verse 17. For our present troubles are small and won't last very long, yet they produce for us a glory that vastly outweighs them and will last forever. So we don't look at the troubles that we can see now. Rather, we fix our gaze on the things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever. We don't quit because you know what? Everything we're going through right now is small and it won't last very long. But eternity is going to be beautiful. If the devil is trying to tempt you to quit, listen to Paul. Don't quit.